Oh, hey everybody. Oh, guess we are recording. Anyhow, I scored a corn dog for lunch. I'm gonna have to reheat it later though. I got sidetracked chit-chatting with some guys. Had a 54 Chevy and just started his YouTube channel. He and his dad were here and they both ride. So I guess we bonded over motorcycles. I knew that they knew what they were talking about when they both were like, hey, what year's your Switchback? Which I thought was pretty cool. So, if I'm crunching in your ear, my apologies. Anyway, we are heading home. Because I got some stuff I got to get done. And if you wait too late in the day around here, it's really trafficy. So, sorry about the road trip that wasn't for the day. Is what it is. Should have jumped out in front of him. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have jumped out in front of him, huh? Sounds like his brakes aren't all that good. But anyway, this has been the town of Roy. Isn't it cute? Just had to double check and make sure that my wallet was securely zipped in, which it was. I have to say that is one habit I developed since I lost my my wallet and the cash I had on hand that one time when I was in California. I think it was like the third day on my road trip, and I had my cards in one hand and my little Stitch wallet and a couple, I think I had about $60 worth of cash in it. And for some reason I had taken out my cards to look for the card I was using, put down my wallet while I took care of my transaction, but I kept my cards in my hand, which very fortuitous for me because either somebody grabbed my wallet while I was distracted or I left it there, which doesn't seem reasonable, but either way, long gone, you know. So there's that. But yeah. But ever since then, it's like part of my routine as I'm leaving is always to make sure that wherever I have my wallet is zipped securely or snapped on or, you know, whatever. What routines do you have before you take off? You should drop me a comment. I am genuinely interested in knowing. And yeah, anyway, it's still me, Lila, Gma Rides, and I'm just I don't know, I just thought I'd chit chat with you on the way home. It is getting a little warmer out, but still, practical me is saying I've got a garage to clean out, I've got some little fiddly stuff to do around the house, and I would like to get it done. And then I can take off and go run around tomorrow and leave at an early time. And then I won't feel bad about it. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I also want to go knock off some more of those challenge ride stops tomorrow. The last time I went out to do that, I was on the Road King. And some of the parking lots were not ideal for a big bike. But yeah, I had a really nice chat with those guys in that 64 Chevy. It was a Bel Air, I believe. Yeah. Technically, the one I learned how to drive in was a 53. Did I say 63, 64 just now? Anyway, it was a 54. And yeah, I just kind of very rudely ran up on him. Oh well. Oh, super excited to go travel again. I thought about going down to Arizona for Bike Week, but I don't know. I don't really like to go to the rallies anymore. Kind of like I've been there, done that type of a thing. Although I would like to go to Daytona for Bike Week, and I'd like to go to Lacamas. I think the trick to going to those things is to just catch either the start of it or the stop of it, but not be there for the entire thing. I know in Sturgis, the locals really get tired of people. It used to be just the town of Sturgis was overwhelmed with all the bikers, but lately it's like people stay out in Custer, they stay out in Lead, they stay out as far out as Wall. I don't know. Last time I was there, I stayed in Deadwood. As a matter of fact, the time before I was there, I stayed in Deadwood also. Not a bad little town. I mean, everything's pretty walkable once you get to town. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I get stuck behind this truck. Oh well. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to pass him. It's getting to be that time of day when passing is not really a good plan. Besides, generally when there's these double yellow lines, I try to mind my business. Because in my world, that means somebody put those lines there for a reason. But also, like I said, it's that time of day. And as you can see by just peeking out, there's a car coming. And although we could have passed, we would have got mushed. I don't really want to get mushed. Looks like Jennifer's at the shop now, so we'll go ahead and dip by there when we get back into town. See, told you it's going to get trafficy. It is a little chilly though. Oh well. It's not like I'm out in the middle of nowhere. So there's that. Gas is just getting stupid, even for a bike. I can remember when I was a kid when I'd steal my mom's car and we would just pull change out of the seats at home and stuff, you know, like in the couch. So you could put a couple dollars in the gas tank of whatever beater she had at the time and go out and run around all night long. I remember one time we did that and we got back to the house and we parked the car and I had a system developed so that we would put it back in the same spot roughly. Although, to be truthful, she was usually a little bit tipsy, so she might not notice. But anyway, we happened to park the car going the wrong way. So she did notice that. Yeah. And after that, she got a little bit better about keeping the keys hidden. But then I did also have a friend that knew how to hotwire the older cars, so, you know. Yeah, there's that. Yeah. I've had a colorful life. What can I say? Yeah, my friend Becca lives way back out there behind Roy somewhere. I think they've got like 15 or 20 acres or something up in some forest. I thought it was interesting because you have to have like, it's a gated community. I've never seen a gated community where the lot size is 20 acres. Kind of cracked me up. Even at all that though, it's still gravel roads getting in there. Anyway, we are getting near to the cutoff for this little segment. And if you enjoy what you have been watching or not listening to or whatever, like, comment, subscribe. And poof, just like that, we're back in town. Just like that. I want to double check. I ordered some more quad lock stuff and it said that it was out for delivery. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and it hadn't shown up yet. So when that kind of stuff happens, I'm always like, well, did they deliver to the wrong mailbox? Although my neighbors and I know each other for the most part fairly well, and we know each other's names, so if it got delivered to somebody else's mailbox, I'm pretty confident that they would get it to me. Anyway, I forget what I was talking about. I thought that was a person sitting there. Come to find out, it's one of those little green things by the side of the road that somebody had covered up with orange just to keep it from getting wet. I don't know. The other day there was a guy walking down the road with a white hoodie on, and he had some white, you know, those over-the-ear speaker things. He had those on also, and I looked at the guy and I was like, he looks like a bunny rabbit. And well, he did, in my opinion anyway. Yeah, I guess it's my story, I'm sticking to it, you know. Anyway, oh, I probably should turn off the heated grips, huh? Once you don't need them, they get a little crispy. There we go. So anyway, I think this hoodie is probably going to be just a Florida thing, which is kind of interesting because, you know, if you're riding over to Florida, you're certainly not going to just take this for the jacket. And I am kind of regretting getting it now because I did not really need that. What an asshole. Yep. I don't know, I guess it's tough to be cool. Anyway, given that this is downtown Parkland, I try to always behave myself. I had somebody that was on her cell phone one time, and I was in the turn lane waiting to turn, and she hit me from behind on this bike, actually. And so I put the kickstand down. I go back to find out what on earth happened. She knocked me about 4 feet. I didn't drop the bike or anything. Probably didn't help my whiplash much any. But, so I went back and I said, what happened? By this time, she's got her window down. Somebody else sitting in the seat next to her. And she looked at me and she said, I was on my phone. I didn't see you. And the person next to her is like, shut up. I thought it was kind of comical. But yeah, I mean, I guess it takes all kinds. Her insurance, happily enough, saw things my way when it came to discussions of, you know, parts and loss of use and that sort of thing. Somebody needs to do a little bit of repair work, huh? Yep. Interesting. But anyway, I'm going to turn you guys off now because I think you've probably listened to me eating my M&Ms for long enough, okay? Ooh, belly dance classes. That would be fun. Oh, I won't be here. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. It's been me, Lila, Gma Rides. And don't forget to check out that Patreon. You can join for free. You can. It'll be fun. Get a little bit of behind-the-scenes stuff going on. You can see what kind of stuff I screw up. I've got a whole bunch of bloopers that I haven't figured out how to post on there yet. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Take care. GoPro, stop recording.